Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Ace1 Fan here today with a new video, another video onto the channel. It's been a long time. I know you've been all waiting for me to upload, and it's going to be a different one today. Today we're going to do a Premier League prediction video, and if you guys remember, my last video was a League of Legends skin opening video. So today is going to be completely different. It's going to be interesting. The reason I waited so long to do this video is because I wanted to see all the transfers. I wanted to see all the gossip. I wanted to see what the rumors are. I want to see the signings. I want to see what's confirmed. I want to see the people with the jerseys up. And let's get into it. I'm actually really excited to get this onto the channel. It's been a long time since I've uploaded something like this where I've actually done a video. So it should be good. I want to hear what your thoughts are. Who's going to win the league? Who do you think is going to get relegated? Who do you think is going to stay up? Who do you think has the best transfer? Because this season, I think Chelsea have looked very promising. They've done a lot of good signings, and who knows, they might even win. Nah. We won't get into spoilers, but let's go straight into it, okay? So, who's coming 20th? And, I thought about this for quite a while, believe it or not. And I think, from my knowledge, I think it's going to be West Brom. And it might be a few different things. I think their playstyle is quite not there. They haven't really purchased anyone that kind of suits what they're going to play. And I mean, they haven't really made many signings anyway in the window. So let's just put it in. Let's just lock it in. West Bromwich Albion, for those of you who don't know. But I just think that they're going to just drop the points and just sink under. I don't think they're going to have enough wins. So my second my second choice in 19th position, it's going to be Villa. And as much as I like, a few of their players like Grealish, I just don't think they're going to stay up. Honestly, just looking overall the squad, last season I think they got very lucky to stay up. So I think they won't have that luck this year. And my 19th position is going to be Aston Villa. So I'm going to stick them in there. 18th. I'm gonna put the newly promoted side out of the three. So we got two of them in out of the three. It's gonna be Fulham. Now Fulham, they have got some good players. Now I do think they have Premier League essence. They can play in the Premier League, but can they get enough points this season? And it's just, I don't think they will be able to get enough points to stay up. I just think they're just gonna sink under. I think they might have a good start, don't get me wrong. I think they will have a good start to the season, but I think they're just gonna drop off and lose players to injury. They don't have a very, I wouldn't say they have a very good squad, but I wouldn't say they have the depth. I don't think if one or two players get injured, I think their team's just gonna roll over and just accept the losses. So that's my 18th position. Okay. So, 17th. Now this is where it gets spicy. Who just got saved by the whisker the last day? Let's say it's just the last day. It's Fulham, it's Aston Villa, it's a close battle. Who's in 17th? Who's fighting for that 17th position? And let me tell you, it's going to be one team. One team is going to be in that 17th position. Who's it going to be? I think it's Newcastle United. I'm going to stick Newcastle United in there. I'm going to lock it in, boys and girls. I think it's Newcastle United. I think they're just going to scrape through. They haven't got that financial takeover that they wanted. They really wanted that financial takeover, but it hasn't happened. Can they win? Can they stay in the Premier League? Can it be another season in the north of England? That we'll have to see. The season's going to be very interesting. It's going to get spicy. So, 16th position. Now, this is the team that I kind of have a little bit of a, I kind of like them in a sense, but they've never been there for me. They've never been able to just stay in the top 8. It's been a while since they've been in the top 8 actually. And I just think it's the renewal of managers. They're having different managers, players leaving, players coming, players injuries. It's something always going wrong at this club. And this club is none other than West Ham United. So we're going to stick West Ham in there. I think they're going to stay up. I don't think it's going to be that convincing. I think they will have a few wins here and there, but I just can't see them stabilizing. It's a good team. I kind of like West Ham, as I mentioned, but I don't think they're going to stay up. So the Hammers are sticking into the 16th spot on my list. Now 15th. Now this is where I think 15th to 9th is where I feel like, yep, you've made it. You're staying up. Another season. You're still in the Premier League. You never know what's gonna happen next year. You don't know what's gonna happen in January. January, who knows? West Brom could sign 10 players and get a brand new owner, and all of a sudden they could be in the top 10. You never know, okay, in football. But I'm gonna lead to believe to doubt that at this point. 15th position. Now this is a team I kind of enjoy, especially I think it's Matty Ryan in goals for this team. Aaron Moy unfortunately just left. He went to a team in China. I can't remember the name. I'm not going to try and pronounce it. So I'm going to stick Brighton into that position. I think that's spelled correctly. So we got Brighton into 15th. Um, I think I think the Adam Lallana signing will help Lallana. Signing will help him out. I saw the Joel Veltman signing. I think that's a good signing for them, honestly. Should be able to help out the squad there. So it should be an interesting season for Brighton, but I don't think it's going to be out of too much promise and too much glory. And now into 14th, the team that has come up from the Championship that I think will be playing well, good football. They've made some good signings, especially that signing Rodrigo, which has I think a majority of people know from FIFA is an absolute beast in well in football in the La Liga. He was very good, very talented player, and now he's coming over to Leeds. And I think Leeds, watching some of their football from last season in the Championship, they were very dominant. They did control most games. I mean, yes, they lost quite a few games as well. It is a Championship. They do play a lot of games, but I think Leeds is in it to stay, and they're going to cause a bit of a rivalry in the in the bottom half of the table. Going to cause some troubles. Now, into 13th. This is a team that I think is very promising, but they just never seem to get the jigsaw puzzle together. They never seem to get the pieces in the right positions. And for me, that's Crystal Palace. And I really want to see Crystal Palace do good. They have some really good players. Zaha's in there. I think they had. I don't want to go in it just in case I miss a few players, but yeah, they're a squad that has a lot of potential, but they never just seem to get there. And it's Crystal Palace for me. So, oh, Palace. Okay, 13th. Now 12th position. As this team has always just been in the Premier League. I think they've been in the Premier League for quite a long time now, and they've kind of cemented that spot of, we're in here, we're not going to leave, and I don't think they're going to leave anytime soon, and that's going to be Southampton, the team that did give they did give off a few players to Liverpool in recent times, but not this season, so you never know, they could end up a bit higher up, you never know what's going to happen. Another team that's been very surprising has have held their own in the Premier League, and this is Burnley. Now, I don't think Burnley's gonna have an extraordinary season. They're not gonna win the league. Well, you never know these days. We all know that what happened to Leicester City a few years back, but I don't think they're gonna win the league this year. You never know. Maybe in the future, got some opportunities, but I'm gonna put them into 11th. So we've got quite a few teams now that almost just at the halfway mark now. So let me know what you think. What's your bottom 10 from bottom side of the table looking like? It could be completely different. You could put Fulham and West Brom in the 11th and 12th position. You could be putting West Ham, Newcastle in the you never know. You just let me know what you guys think. So my next team, a team that's done very well defensively. I think they're one of the better defensive sides in the league, honestly. I remember watching the game against Liverpool. I think I don't want to say they beat them. I don't know if they beat them. They could have. From memory, I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me. But I know they gave them a lot of trouble. And that's Sheffield United. Uh, United, we'll type it in. Give it to them. Now we're getting to the spiciness, okay? So 1 to 9. It's going to be some juicy stuff, okay? So ninth, okay? In ninth position, we have got a team that I think should be challenging top six. I believe they should be challenging top six, but just every season seems like they have all these good players in different positions, and it just never seems to work out. And for me, that team is Everton. Now, Everton I kind of hold a bit closer because of Tim Cahill playing for them, and as Australian myself, I enjoyed watching him. So it's pretty hard. Like, I think they can do a lot better than that, but I mean, they have signed some good players. I mean, James Rodriguez, for one, what an absolute amazing signing that they managed to pull off there by grabbing one of the better. I wouldn't. He's one of the better midfielders, and they've actually advertised him very, very well to the world. Everton have. So I think Everton are there, but I don't think they're quite there for me. They've sold a few pieces. They have sold a lot of dead wood that have been stuck in the club for a while, but haven't been really doing much for them. And a few players have retired, which I think they've been great servants to that club. So it has been a good window for them. They have got in what they needed. I feel like they still need, I think, one or two key players, but I think they've done well this window compared to other windows. So good on them. I think they're going to be in ninth. And let's go to my 8th position, which is going to be Leicester City league. Okay, so I think they're gonna have more games. I think they want to concentrate on that league. I think they actually want to win the Europa League. It will be a good achievement for Leicester to get that. So I can see them winning it if they put a few of the eggs in their basket. Okay. Now 7th, I'll just go straight into it. Wolves. I think Wolves is an overall done phenomenal in the last few years. They've done really well with their signings. They've got good attacking prowess. They've got wingers that can run for them. They've got a solid defense. And yes, they did lose one of their stronger defensive players, but I think they will be able to hold it up, and they have got a replacement. So I think they can work on it. I think Wolves will be strong. They're going to stick around. I think they're not going to go anywhere. They're going to be staying up there. They're going to be challenging the top six. They're going to be there, I think. And yeah, tell me what you think. Do you think Wolves is going to be higher than that? Do you think they're going to be lower than that? Let me know in the comment section below. Number six. Number six. Number six. Who's going to be my top six? I've kind of gone for Spurs. Okay, I think Spurs are in the same position as Leicester in the sense where they want to be challenging. I think they want to win the Europa League. Europa League's there for the winnings, there for the taking. I think they're going to try and challenge for that. I think they want to win that. And knowing Mourinho, he hasn't really got many signings. He has got rid of a lot of players. One of the key ones, I think, Vertonghen being for one, a very solid defender, getting out there. So I think Spurs are going to struggle this year. They're not going to struggle as much as other teams, but I think they're going to be there, but not quite the cherry. Okay, my 5th position is going to be Arsenal. Oops. Okay, and yeah, Arsenal also another team in the Europa League competition, and I know Arteta said he wants to win the Champions League in 3 years, but we got to be a bit more reasonable in that sense. I think it's going to be a hard year for them. I think they haven't got what it takes to hold up. And I know I saw them in the Community Shield. They did play very, very well against Liverpool, but I just don't think it's quite enough to make it top 4 for me. And I think just the squad depth is just not enough for me. They've got players that have come back from long-term injuries, and I don't know if they'll be able to hold up. And honestly, I really want to see Arsenal challenging top 3, top 2, even winning. Maybe, who knows, maybe they can come back in a couple years and win the league with Arteta. I'd really like to see Arteta be successful with Arsenal. So in number 4, and this is one of the squads I really wanted to put second, third even, but it's just so hard for me to make a decision for the top 4, and this is what everyone's been waiting for, the top 4. This is where the league is won. This is where you get your Champions League place. This is where the money comes in for the teams. This is where, who knows, it could be a very close. I think this year will be a very close year. I don't think Liverpool's going to go away with it like they did last year. And we're going to have to see, but I think it's going to be Chelsea in the 4th position. So we've got the London sides all together here, which leaves 2 Man Union sides and 1 Liverpool side to fight out for the top three positions, excuse me. So the top three. Actually, we're not going to skip out on Chelsea. I just wanted to give my reasoning why I don't think Chelsea are going to be as successful. I think they're going to have a bit of a slower start than most teams, and it usually does happen with Chelsea, and then they usually come in strong and start, winning a ton of games in the middle of the season. But I just don't see them winning the league. For some reason, I just have this feeling in the back of my mind, back of my head, even with the signings of Tino Werner, Hakim Ziyech, Ben Chilwell, Thiago Silva even. I think that's one of the amazing signing, and also Kai Havertz. I just don't think they've got it in the locker to stay up, to stay within the 1-2 position. I think it won't be this year. I think it'll be the next year. I think next year they'll definitely be first or second, but I don't think this year will be the year for them, unfortunately. So that leaves three teams, top three, and my third team is going to be Manchester United. And I'll give you my reasoning because I was really considering putting them in sixth position, but I just think that with Bruno Fernandes coming into the squad, I think United have ever since we came back from that period where the game stopped and we came back from those games. I think United have been a very strong team, and I think they had some stat about United having more wins than Liverpool during that period or something. I'm not 100%. Don't quote me, but I think it was something like that. So I'm gonna put United into third. I think they will have a strong season. They have got good players. Their attack looks like they've kind of formed together and they're gonna do something. So we'll see what happens. I think it's gonna be a very good season for United, but they're not gonna win the league. So my first and second position. And I think everyone's going to have these two teams in their first or second position without going a bit too crazy. Probably swapping them in between each other. One or the other. It's going to be one of these two. And I really, really think it's going to be one of these two. So we're going to we'll put them together so you can see what I'm thinking. So I'm going to put Liverpool into second. Manchester City into first. I really think Manchester City is going to win the league. And as much as I want to say Liverpool, amazing football team, I don't think they're going to win the league again. It's just, I don't think the desire's there. They've already won the Champions League, they've won the Premier League, and as much as I want to say they've got that hunger, it's kind of, I think I saw what happened in the Champions League. They kind of just like, yeah, we won the Champions League, alright. The performance just wasn't there. And I'm kind of worried about Jurgen, how much he can motivate the team, because I'm just getting flashbacks of his time at Borussia. He won the league, and then his teams just were like they were there, and then it just gets into a frustrating cycle. So I'm not sure if they're going to be able to win the league again, Liverpool. But Man City, I think, have the talent to pull them over the line this year, and I don't think Liverpool's going to get away with the game as much as they did as much as they did last season. So this is my predictions. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Make sure you like, subscribe. I'm trying to get out some more content. At the end of the season, we're going to find out if my predictions have come true, if they've completely wrong. You never know. It's going to be an interesting season. Take care. Hope everyone's doing well. Please stay safe, and peace.